Yeah. So fasted or not. What am I talking about? I'm talking about, you know, deep magic mushroom journeys, deep psilocybin journeys. No, I'm not talking about microdosing. No, I don't care about microdosing. But for the deep, for the deep, for the deep. What I mean by fasted, should you not eat for a while before you take your shrooms, your big dosage? Or should you just finish eating your big ass dinner and then pop the shrooms right after that? What's better? I don't know. Me, I was introduced to it by way of fasting. You know, why fasting? Let me just start by saying, put it out there as well. I fast on a regular anyway. That is stuff that I do. You know, it's part of my my way of life. You know, even before yoga and all that, you know, I was into fasting, so it comes easier for me to do so. Right? I understand if you're taking your journeys, you're like, why would you even do that? I don't understand. Yeah. Well, you try it out. For me, fasting made sense because I didn't want so much stuff in my system anyway. You know, so much food. I'm talking about food right now. I didn't want so much food in my system, you know, when I'm taking shrooms anyway, because I didn't want the shrooms. Like, I thought about it like I wanted my digestive system to only have to deal with the shrooms, the psilocybin, right? I have no idea, but that's what felt right for me. So that's what I went with. And I know when I fast as well, I tend to feel closer to spirit. You know, I'm more spirit. I know we're already spirit, but it's different when you're fasting. For those that fasting, you know what I'm talking about. You're less in your body anyway. You're more in spirit. You're more intuitive. You're more focused. You know, like, and yeah, that's just real. So it just made sense for me to deal with the empty vessel like that when I'm going on these journeys, because those are the realms I'm trying to connect to anyway for my adventures and exploration and all that greatness, you know, deal with the beings from beyond, you know. So, yeah, just thinking about digestion as well, it's going to vary from person to person. You know, some of us have great digestive systems, some of us don't, you know. So you're going to find out, you just got to experiment, you know. This is all about experimentation. You got to be that scientist, yo. You got to go to work, you know. I constantly use myself as that laboratory. Y'all people are scared of failing, you know what I mean? Scared of failing, scared of a bad trip and this, all that. Yo, no fear, just go in. But, so majority of the time, I'll say about 75% of the time, or maybe 80% of the time, yeah, I'm fasting. And when I mean fasting, I just mean like, you don't have to go deep for days or fasting for days before I go into my journey. Like, nah, I heard people doing that shit. That makes no sense to me at all. You know, I'm talking about just allowing your stomach to empty. You know, stomach empty, cool. Whether it takes 4 hours, 8 hours, whatever the case, yeah, cool. So that being said, know that I like to experiment. I could have all this evidence on this and my my different guides, you know, people that showed me the ropes, they tell me this and tell me that, and still I'll probably do the opposite, you know, because I just got to figure it out, like, right? You know, talking about guides, shout out to Darren, you know, Darren Springer, you know what I mean, that definitely put me on another level, man, with these shrooms. So give thanks for yeah, show me how to fish, bro. You the Morpheus, you the Morpheus of the Entheo realm. So give thanks. Check him out if you're not familiar. You know, Darren Springer, or Darren LeBaron. Right? So all that being said, I've still just, experimented and just like, yo, fuck it. You know what? I am doing none of these things. I'm not fasting. I'm just going to take it, just being spontaneous with it. And I've gone in. I'm talking about full stomach, ate a big ass meal like right before, had a cider in my system, just didn't even know that I was going to do it, 20 minutes before I did it. And shrooms didn't care. They cut through all that crap. It's like, yo, we here anyway. So I don't know about the actual how that psilocybin chemical works or whatever the case, or if it just cuts through whatever, no matter what's in your system, it just works anyway. But shoot, the times that I haven't fasted, it came through each time. So that just goes to show. Just like even like last night, I'm on it. I'm on right now. Last night I was what was I doing? I don't know. Whatever the case. Just hanging out. Me and Emily was just hanging out. And I just felt like, hey, you know what? I feel like taking some shrooms. Why not? Right? Why not? Got it. Why not? But I didn't feel like going in real deep. I was just like, more experimentation, my adventurous experimentation. So I just took 2.5 grams. And that's okay. That's like a microdose for me. That's like whatever the fuck. I don't microdose, but that's like a microdose for me. But yeah, it took 2.5 grams and spontaneous with it. And shoot. That took me in. It took me in. It was nice. It wasn't visuals and stuff like that. It was heavy into the body and just moving, just like real, that whole lifting, transcendence type feel, So for 2.5, and I still feel it in my system now. And you're talking about, that was, what time is it now? And you're talking about more than 12 hours ago. And that was just 2.5 grams. 2.5 grams, not fasted. And this is me that normally takes dosages on, like, I guess, I fluctuate, but I guess like average, maybe 10 grams. So 2.5 is just like a walk in the park, right? But yeah, I have gone in deeper than that. I think my highest was probably 22 grams, something like that. But there's a lot to it. That was a few months ago. And yeah, I've gone in many times since then, so I'll definitely approach it differently the next time I go in on that level. So the shrooms don't care. They don't care. Just do what you need to do, experiment, try it one way, then try it the other way, try it the next way. You just keep trying it different ways. Keep trying it different ways until you get into your own groove. You find out what works for you. No matter what the hell I say or anybody else, it's based on experience. You got to be out there. You got to play ball. You got to be in the field. You know what I mean? You can watch all these goddamn videos about how it's going to be and what to expect and all that, but yo, you just got to get out there. Get out there and do it. The more you do it, the better. That's it. That's it. So at the end of the day, fasted or not, I prefer fasted. Because still, why? It hits me harder. It hits me harder. It hits me quicker. I stay in it. I stay in that realm longer. I'm already tapped into spirit, and I feel, even before I'm taking that journey, I already feel like I'm already there because I'm in a fasted state. So I prefer fasted. But that doesn't mean that I won't still be spontaneous. Right? Hope that's clear or clearly confusing.